What walks away was never yours to hold. If it could leave, it was never bound. Not by truth, not by spirit, not by code. A warrior does not beg the tide to return. He does not write prayers into the wind. He does not chase ghosts through the fog. He sharpens. You were not left behind. You were freed from illusion, from dependence, from the chains of softness that dulled your steel. Do not mistake affection for truth, desire for destiny, comfort for connection. The enemy does not always wear armor. Sometimes it wears a smile. Sometimes it says it loves you. Sometimes it holds your hand while pulling you away from your path. But the path remains, cold, straight, unmoved. When someone walks away, let them. Not out of bitterness, not out of pride, but because you do not need to chase what is not rooted in your war. A warrior stands still when the world leaves him. He does not weep for what chose the door. He does not rot in memory. He remembers, but does not return. The sword remembers too. It remembers every wound, every betrayal, every whisper that promised forever, then disappeared in silence. It remembers, and it sharpens, not with vengeance, but with clarity. Musashi once said, "In battle, if you make your opponent flinch, you have already won." Now ask yourself, why do you flinch for the one who abandoned you? Was it love, or was it the illusion of it? Were you devoted or addicted? The mind twists longing into false honor. But there is no honor in chasing someone who turned their back on your soul. The battlefield demands eyes forward, and yet, too many warriors die with their heads turned, staring at the past. They reach toward fading silhouettes, and in that hesitation, they fall. You will not be one of them. Let their absence become your edge. Let their silence echo as your clarity. Let your blade remember, so that you don't have to. Do not chase what walked away. Walk deeper into yourself, where the stillness waits, where the fire never left, where the war is real and yours to win. Pain is a teacher, not a jailer. It cuts, yes, but it cuts clean. Only the clinging makes it rot. Only the chasing turns the wound into infection. You were not broken when they left. You were broken the moment you forgot who you were without them. And so you must return, not to them, but to the discipline they distracted you from, to the silence they interrupted, to the blade they made you set down. Some say closure is needed, but the warrior knows clarity does not come from conversations. It comes from confrontation, not with the other, but with yourself. Why did you yield? Why did you soften? Why did you let the shape of another define the weight of your own soul? Musashi did not attach, not to people, not to praise, not even to victory. He wrote, "Do not seek to possess either goods or fiefs for your old age." And what is attachment but possession dressed as love? The warrior sees through this. You were never meant to hold what was always ready to leave. And now that it's gone, you are no less whole, only more aware, more awake. Look around. No more hands to hold you back. No more words to confuse the mission. No more warmth to numb the edge of your reason. Only you, only the storm, only the path ahead, unclouded. This is not a tragedy. This is clarity in its rawest form. When a bond dies, something deeper is revealed. The part of you that endured, the part that did not beg, the part that now sharpens in silence. Forge from that. Let go, not to forget, but to fortify. You do not erase the past. You carve it into your spine as a warning, not to fear love, but to never again give it the power to command your direction. When they left, they freed you from the false peace you mistook for belonging. Now, the question is, will you remain in grief or rise in gratitude? Do not chase what walked away. Let them go so you can return to stillness. From stillness comes presence. From presence comes power. From power, the way is walked, alone if necessary, but never aimless. You cannot outrun what has already chosen to leave. You cannot beg truth to wear a softer face. And you cannot carry the blade forward if your hands still reach for shadows behind you. What walks away because it must. Not always with cruelty, not always with clarity, but always with finality. The warrior does not argue with absence. He does not stitch wounds that were meant to scar. He lets the cut remain, not to suffer, but to remember. If it was meant to stay, it would not have moved. If it was strong enough, it would not have fractured. And if it was part of your path, it would be here, now, walking still beside you. But it is not. And that is all the answer you will ever need. So do not turn back. Do not look over your shoulder with open palms. The moment you chase, you forget the direction of your own march. Let the dead things bury themselves. Let the echo grow quiet. Let the name you once whispered vanish in the wind like dust from your blade. There is no honor in chasing what fled your strength. There is no virtue in longing for what could not endure your fire. You are not here to be returned to. You are here to be remembered by the silence you refused to break and the steps you kept taking when no one stood beside you. The warrior's path is not paved in reunion. It is carved by refusal. Refusal to yield. Refusal to forget. Refusal to chase. You do not need them to come back. You only need to never stop walking. Because every time you glance behind, you give power to what broke you. And every time you beg the past to explain itself, you dull your edge on a truth that never changes. What left, left. That's it. You were not abandoned. You were freed. And now your hands are empty, but your blade is clean. And your back is turned, but your eyes are clear. Let that be enough. Because the warrior who walks backward to chase a ghost will never see the arrow coming for his chest. And Musashi never chased. He stood. He cut. He moved. No apology. No regret. No return. And neither will you. The ghost is gone. But the steel remains. And steel does not chase. Steel remembers.